Now, let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ story for today. I'm Greg Shapiro, and let's queer up entertainment. Meltdown at Kennedy Center over anti-LGBTQ, concert cancellations, and protests. On February 7th, President Trump announced plans to restructure the Kennedy Center and move it away from woke performances and drag. The next day, he removed all of President Biden's appointees and positioned loyalist Rick Grinnell as executive director. Content from the Kennedy Center's website has also been removed, including the fact that the center is, quote, standing on the traditional land, end quote, of local Native American tribes. This has caused significant backlash in the artistic community, as the Kennedy Center has long been celebrated as a nonpartisan venue for Americans to experience performance art in all of its forms. Several upcoming performers and events have canceled, including Louise Penny, who was due to launch her book, The Gray Wolf, at the center. Actress, comedian, and television producer Issa Rae also canceled her sold-out show, An Evening with Issa Rae, posting on Instagram, quote, "Unfortunately, due to what I believe to be an infringement on the values of an institution that has faithfully celebrated artists of all backgrounds through all mediums, I've decided to cancel my appearance at this venue," end quote. The highly anticipated National Symphony Orchestra event, A Peacock Among Pigeons, celebrating 50 years of Pride, was scheduled for May 21st and 22nd to celebrate World Pride, but has also been quietly removed from the schedule. It was meant to be part of the center's Social Impact Partnership program, known as the Kennedy Center's Conflux initiative, and was designed to celebrate the LGBTQ community through music. A spokesperson from GLAAD told The Advocate, quote, "LGBTQ people have always been and always will be part of every community. In fact, we know that the more LGBTQ people are included, the more we all succeed at work, in school, in business, in the media, and in the arts. Despite the efforts of this administration, we will keep telling our stories louder and prouder than ever. Attempts to exclude us will not erase us," end quote. Well, with Miss Grinnell in charge, I wouldn't be surprised if Mid-Atlantic Leather Weekend relocated from the Hyatt Regency Washington on Capitol Hill directly to the Kennedy Center. Thankfully, there are plenty of other worthy DC and DC area concert venues such as DIR Constitution Hall, Wolf Trap, the Strathmore, and the Howard Theater, in which artists and their fans can meet for these performances. So, Kennedy Center.
Right. I think it's, it's an insult to artists everywhere. Yeah. Art is very subjective, and to not allow performances that don't fit into your very narrow view of what art is or what art should be is extremely short-sighted. And the Kennedy Center has been long known as an institution presenting the best of the best. And that one simple act that happened on, February 7th that you said, has, in and of itself, lowered the artistic standard of the Kennedy Center significantly. And it will have to feel that. It will suffer the consequences.
And short-sighted, that's what we expect from this administration.
The people who support the arts and celebrate the arts are the same people that celebrate diversity and creativeness and
education.
Yeah,
God forbid.
Right.
And now we have state-run entertainment, state-run.
Yeah, well, like his buddy Putin. That's
Yes.
He's just mimicking that.
All the educational curriculum, the arts, everything is whatever the state says it is. That's what he's going for, isn't it? Which is heartbreaking. When I was living in D.C. for a very short time, I spent a lot of time going to the Kennedy Center.
The best, yeah.
And like a lot of other things, like I said, it's about to be state run. It's as if there are now banned shows along with banned books. And I can only say thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody who's in a position where they can push back publicly, even a tiny bit against this coup, thank you for doing it. I hope more people that are scheduled for the Kennedy Center do it, and do it publicly.
Well, and let's hope he keeps his cloven hooves off the Smithsonian while he's at it.
Oh, I doubt it.
That, is something to be worried about. But, I believe that the Kennedy Center is going to suffer serious consequences, and the government will end up supporting it 100%.
Yeah.
Because arts is not a profit-making institution, and corporate sponsors are going to run away from the Kennedy Center like nobody's business, because they are progressive companies that support. They might get some others that come in, but, I feel bad for the artists. I feel bad
the
for the
audience.
Kennedy Center. Yeah. I feel bad for the country, because these are jewels to America.
It's another example of some irrevocable damage he's doing. Maybe not forever and ever, but for a really long time, this is irrevocable.
Yeah. Well, that is the queer news for tonight. A big story for today. There's no other media platform in the world that supports these LGBTQ stories. And we want you to support Queer News Tonight, like us on YouTube, and watch our show.